All right. Well, welcome to the Good News Show. And I'm Mathell Givens. I'm your host tonight. And I want to thank you so much for listening in and hanging out with me tonight. Listen, this is our Friends Night. And oh boy, do we have a show planned for you. I want you to call a friend and tell them how much you love them and tell them to sit in and listen to the Good News Show tonight because it's all about friends. This is going to be an exciting night. And I just want to say, oh, our first guest that's up tonight, they share the same first name and even the same profession at one point of life. At this time, I just want to say to you that everybody should celebrate and love and appreciate all the people that you are around that you call friends, and especially your families. These two young ladies are a prime example of loving friendship. They have been together for 45 years. Now that's a long time. They have a lot to share. They've got a lot to tell us about friendship. That's all I can say. And I just want you all to receive them very well and listen to what they have to say. Because sometimes as friends, you know, we go through a little something and it doesn't mean that it's all been a bed of roses. But I tell you about friends, they always find their way back. So I'm going to put my hands together, okay? And I'm going to welcome to the show Dr. Carol Alexander and Carol Wardlaw. Yeah! Welcome, welcome. Woo-wee!
Thank you.
All right, welcome to the show. 45 years of friendship. Oh my goodness. Tell me about it. Dr. Carol, I know you're gonna have to lead this off.
Okay, Carol and I met in 1977. It was my first year of graduating from the registered nursing program at Malcolm X. We were both working at Mount Sinai Hospital, and Mount Sinai Hospital at that time was really a nice place to work. We had a full staff, you know, staffing was adequate. It didn't seem like there was a nursing shortage at all at that time because the cafeteria was full of employees. And as I came into the cafeteria that afternoon, I was looking for a place to sit. And I looked over and I seen this young woman. She was sitting at a table by herself, and I asked her, I said, may I sit here? And she said, yeah, have a seat. So I sat down, and pretty much we were kind of quiet, and something erupted in the cafeteria that made us both laugh. And at that time, show your smile, Carol. We noticed that we both had a gap between our teeth. So, and we were kind of amused by the same things. And we started to talk, and we introduced ourselves to find out that both of our names were Carol. And I asked her, you know, what floor do you work on? She worked on 2 North and I worked on 5 North. And so we was in the same wing of the building, which was kind of, you know, God putting things together. And I asked her, I said, your name is Carol? She said, yeah. We went on to talk a little longer. We found out that we were born the same month, the same day, and the same year.
Oh no.
2/24/51. We're celebrating next week. Well, this week.
This
Friday. Yes, yes. Thursday is our birthday. We're going to have our party that we do kind of annually. And we've been doing that for the last 40 some years. I used to host a ski weekend up in Lake Geneva. And pretty much every February, and it was around February 14th that we celebrate our birthdays up there. So, Carol, you want to add to it?
Oh my goodness, this is
Uh, no, you've pretty much covered it.
oh, Carol.
Well, you can add that pretty much not just traveling to Lake Geneva. Both of us are RNs. Carol and well, we are past retirement age.
Oh, no.
My twin decided that she was throwing back all of her. She's an advanced practice nurse. She's an
Oh.
FNP. So pretty much she said, "Oh, nope, I'm throwing up both hands, not doing it anymore." Well,
I retired in March of 2017. So I've been retired now for 5 years, and I'm really loving retirement. Nursing is wonderful. Carol and I both love people, and you have to love people, you know, if you're going to be an excellent nurse. So that's important. And I just like to say some of the ways that we're alike, other than, you know, being good nurses. Carol is a teacher. She owns her own nursing school. So she's out there training other young women, young men to become nurses. And there is a nursing shortage right now. And she knows that. And so she's like bringing more people into the fold, bringing more people into nursing. On the other hand, I've decided that after all the years that I was a nurse, all the years I was in the hospital, all the years I was in clinics, that now I'm happy to just stay at home and take care of home. Carol and I both love music. We both love music. We both love to dance. We both love to talk. And so one of the things that we do kind of on a regular basis is to play bid whist. We love playing cards. So
Well, tell me, what keeps you all's friendship going? Well, how do you keep, you know, some friends, they fall out, you know, they just can't get back. What keeps you all going?
well, you know that movie Twins with Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah.
That's me and Carol.
Oh.
Okay. I'm the tallest and she's that Danny DeVito. Pretty much we mostly see eye to eye. And Carol didn't throw in that what she likes to do is gardening. I'm completely the opposite. When she's at home or when she's not at home, I'll go sit in her backyard. I'll take me a nice drink. She doesn't, most times she didn't even know I would be there. I go sit in her garden that's full of flowers and so forth and just entertain myself till she comes home. And then she loves to cook. When she comes home, she's making a meal and I'm usually there sitting on the patio and she invites me to one of her wonderful dinners. And that's one of the things that keeps our friendship just continually to escalate. You know, I try to talk you into going on cruises because I'm a cruise fanatic. In fact, NCL has a 70% off discount going on now, okay, for 2023 that you can book by the end of this month. So pretty much I can't talk her into that anymore because she went on one and she became seasick. So we have our differences. You know, I was trying to convince her to come back, take a scollering patch, put it up there, drink some ginger, and you could go back on a cruise. But I haven't been able to convince her. But we really pretty much see things eye to eye.
Yeah, my idea of a vacation is to go to an island or go to Hawaii and lay on the beach and watch the sunset.
And I do that too. I hate.
Okay, all right. And
I do
Carol,
not object to that either.
and Carol Alexander, I think you like to cook too.
Yeah, I do pretty good. I do pretty good. I didn't get all of this from just eating tomatoes and cucumbers. Okay.
Oh my goodness. You all, this is just outstanding. Prime example of what friends, how friends should be and what they should do, you know. If you could take a moment, each of you, and say to our listening audience, give them a few words of inspiration for maybe friends that may be falling apart. Maybe you can give them some inspiration.
Well, I would say that life in itself is all about love. Right now, we're living in such a caustic environment that, it's difficult to see that. But when you have somebody to lean on that you know cares, and one thing that you have to do is tell them that I love you, tell them that I care, because pretty much that is not done often enough.
Right.
Everybody's not like that sweet angel, Mathell Givens,
Right.
that gives you that good news and that wonderful smile and encouragement all the time.
You're so sweet. Thank you.
What do you say, Carol?
I think that it's important for us to try to understand each other, to try to understand where this person is coming from. One thing about the both of us is we both realize that we're both bossy. And so because we're both bossy, we have to understand each other, and we have to have a little give and go sometimes. And
Well,
sometimes,
she's bossier than I am.
Oh,
What?
she is.
Oh,
She's
no, no
shorter
way.
than you.
No way.
She's bossier than I am, seriously.
You have to listen to her, Carol.
I do, and follow her directions. When she says no, she means it.
You know, the other thing that Carol left out is when we first met. And did you say this, Carol? We just broke out laughing.
Yeah.
And we were laughing alike. We were sounding alike. So yeah, we have to understand our friends, and we have to, like Carol said, we have to love our friends. So yeah, understanding is very important.
Well, that's true. Well, listen, I want to thank both of you, Carol and Carol. I want to thank you both for coming on the Good News Show and sharing the good news about your friendship and inspiring our audience to be good friends and love on one another.
Well, it's just good news, and thank you for allowing us to be here this evening.
You better know it. Thank you.
All right, love you, love you.
Love you, love you, love you. And watch this. Check this out.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yay.
Everybody, thank y'all for clapping for them.
Yes, thank you. Have a wonderful night, everyone.
Thank you.
All right. Spread the good news.
All right. Woo, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you so much. All right, everybody. That was Carol and Carol, Carol Alexander and Carol Wortlaw. And they were just 45 years of friendship. Now that's outstanding. And it seems as though it's been a lot of fun. It's not been a lot of fussing, but it's been a lot of fun. And that's a good thing. And I'm happy that they had the time to come on the Good News Show and share nothing but the good news. So listen, I have to bring on one of my guests tonight that is a very dear friend of mine, but he goes beyond a friend of mine. He's also a godson of mine. Through our meeting on an airplane, we were on Delta's flight 1483. I just love saying that. And it was a miracle flight where I met this beautiful young man. And I just want to say that everybody should remember that it's important to love who's in your space, who you care about. You love them to life. You know, never let them fail. Always be there to help them with a handout, and your heart open for them. And your phone calls, when they call, you should be able to answer. If you can't answer, then you should just, hey, as soon as you get through doing what you're doing, remember you need to get back to that friend. Because one thing I can say about this young man that I'm getting ready to call right now and just bring to you, his name is Jim Westcott. He is just an awesome young man in my life, and I can't thank God enough for him. He's just like one of my own children, and I'm so thankful. Would you please welcome, without any further delays, Jim Westcott?
Yeah, cue that applause.
All right, welcome to the Good News Show. How are you, Jim?
I'm great, and I'm so happy you asked me to come on and be a part of the show. So it's nice to meet all these folks. I have a question though. I want to know how you know Carol and Carol. How did you come to know them to invite them to the show?
Well, Carol, Dr. Carol Alexander, her husband is Trustee Julian Alexander out of Richton Park. And I used to live in Richton Park. And so I had the opportunity to help Julian and the mayor of Richton Park. And I got to know them very well. And I used to go to all their socials and events. And they declared that I was a woman that you should know. And he brought me home to his home so that Carol could meet me. And we would have a chance to fellowship because I called him Big Brother. And so she had to be Big Sister. And their family is, and even in my play, their daughter Antrail, she tried out to be the leading lady in my play, and she got the part.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's how I know Carol Alexander, and then she brought her friend Carol Wardlaw. Wonderful. Good question.
Yeah.
But you know, it was so exciting to meet you on that plane. I think about me sitting in the middle and my hamstring was torn. And here I'm over there trying to show you something about a man named Tyler Perry. And I wanted to be able to look at the computer or this little gadget that I had brought on the plane. And you were so sweet. You said, don't worry about trying to get it. You can use my laptop.
That's right.
That was so sweet. I'm like, for real? You're like, yes. And then I said, I want to tell you about a man named Tyler Perry, you know. And I had this letter with me, and you and I were talking, and I told you, you know, he had been on a low, he had lived homeless, but he was on a rise, you know, and he was standing by an airplane, and here comes this lady coming in with this Italian lady coming in with this little baby. And she's sitting next to me, and I looked at you, and I'm like, oh, Lord, I never sat beside no baby before. You and I began to talk. Tell them a little bit about that day.
Well, I'm gonna back you up a little bit, and some of the thing part you might not, maybe we've never talked about, but the plane was mostly, everybody was on the plane, and I was sitting next to the window, and Mathell walks on the plane, and Mathell's not small if you know her, right?
Watch yourself now.
And I'm just gonna say, and the middle seat was what was open, and one of the very few on the plane. I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna be cramped. So it was definitely Mathell sitting next to me, and she was just such a, and I know you were going through some difficult times at that point in your life, but you were so positive and so happy and so upbeat. That was one of the fastest long flights I've ever been on. She sat down, she was flustered, she was kind of running late, got into her seat, and like Mathell said, she was trying to open up her computer. I don't remember if you were trying to watch a movie or what it was, but it just wouldn't start for you. And that's kind of when I say, hey, just use mine, and we're off to the races from there. But she just started talking about her family and mentioned she had twin sons. I mentioned that I had twin sisters, and I kind of knew what growing up with twins was like, not as a parent, thankfully, I think. But anyway, let's start talking about that. And you know, there's not a whole lot of men out there named Van or Vern. Or, and the young lady next to Mathell picked up on that. So it was pretty incredible, really.
She did. She was like, you know, I heard of this name named Vaughn. She said, but I'm not sure. I said, wait a minute now. I'm trying to talk to you. She pulling the baby, pulling on me and biting on me. I'm like, could you hold the baby? What's wrong with your baby? And she's like, ma'am, I don't know. He don't even like nobody. You know, and he pulled my dress way out. And I'm like, baby. I said, girl, you got to hold this baby. She said, I heard you talking to the man. I wasn't trying to listen, but I heard you tell him, you were talking about you had 3 sons and they were twins too. I said, yeah, well, you probably saw them on Showtime, the Apollo somewhere. I said, they were, you know, been on Ricky Lake. She said, no, I never saw them before, ma'am. She said, but that name Bond, she said, I know this couldn't be. She said, but the Bond that I had heard of, he had a son named Tristan. I said, ooh, oh Lord. You're like, what'd she say? I'm like, she talking about seem like my boy. Now I don't know. And I say, well, what? I said, yeah, he have a son named Tristan. She said, oh my God. She started just crying. I said, what's wrong with you? That baby was just pulling at me. She said, this is your great grandbaby that you never met before. And, ooh, man, Jim was like, oh Lord. And the tip of that plane, Jim, it had just went through the cloud.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. I said, oh Lord Jesus. And you said,
it was something that, and everybody around us that caught wind of what was going on was just floored. They couldn't believe that was happening. She happened to be sitting right next to that grandchild.
yeah,
Pretty
that
incredible.
was my great grandbaby sitting right next to me, you know. And when I reached my hands out for him, he just fell over on my shoulder and just put a little head down, a little booty stuck out. I said, whoa, child, look at the baby. We're just looking at the baby. And I said, Lord have mercy. And I think, weren't you late for the plane or delayed because of a meeting or something you got on that day? But
I don't know if I don't remember that necessarily, but I do know I might have been. That was so long ago, but I do know that I was going through my own mess with my wife at the time.
yes.
Yeah. So yeah. So that I was definitely having my own issues as well, but yeah.
And she didn't get on at the right time. She was supposed to have gotten on. You know,
No, she wasn't on it at all. I was on a business meeting flying from Chicago to wherever it was we were headed in Florida.
Right.
And my home at the time was in Alabama. So yeah, I don't remember many of those details. The baby and the miracle with all the stuff that just kind of that grabbed all of the attention. It did. And everything else just got washed out and washed away.
Yes, it did. And you know, I think about, I was asking you, I said, so what do you do? You know, what kind of work do you do? You told me, you said, I'm a scientist.
Yeah, I sold, I was selling testing equipment to drinking water and wastewater and food processing plants and that sort of thing for Hawk Company at the time. Yeah.
Yes. So what do you do now?
I manage a handful of sales people that sell surgical devices in Maine, New Hampshire, and Vermont. It's a Johnson & Johnson company.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just a brilliant young man, so sweet. And I have to tell everybody, he is so sweet to me. I'm his Mama May. I know you're having a hard time holding back calling me Mama May.
I'm not calling you. I think I said once, and I'm like, well, nobody else calling her Mama May. I don't know if I got.
Well, this one coming up gonna call me Mommy May.
There you go.
Yes, but he is so nice to me. I mean, he doesn't let holidays pass no time. He always sending gifts to me, and I just think he's the sweetest, and I'm so thankful. And especially with the problem that I was going through when we met on that plane, I told him, I said, you know what, I don't have a son on this side right now. All of them got some problems right now. They in trouble. I said, and now God let me meet you. And I think your birthday was 2 days after Virgil's.
That's right.
Which is Vaughn in the book.
Yeah.
And the same year. And so that really touched me too,
Yeah.
And
and I actually met Virgil one time, and that was special. I'm glad I had the chance to do that. I hope to meet the other two at some point.
You will. You're gonna meet them. Yes, you are.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm thankful. And I hear you're getting married now, right? Getting ready
I am, and you're going to be there,
I'm
right?
gonna be there too. Yes, I am. I'm gonna be right there. The Lord say the same. I'll be right there, baby. Everything I got, I'll be right there. I'm not playing.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. It'll be a good time.
Yeah.
My wife to be's name is Joan, so that'll be the first time Joan and Mathell will have met, and that'll be fun. That'll be a lot. And my whole family, really, everybody knows about Mathell, Mama May, but none of them have met in person. So
I know. And I'm looking forward to meeting them all, especially your mommy, your sisters. Your mommy always told me, she said, oh, you're the best thing that ever happened to him. She said,
yeah, that's what all mommies say.
Yeah.
That's what they all say.
Oh God. Well, Jim, I just want like for you to take a moment, if you would, and encourage our listening audience that you never meet a stranger. You never.
You're absolutely right about that. But I would say the best friends are the ones that you can feel like you can be yourself around. Right. And those same people, if they're willing, when they're not doing something that's good for themselves or the people around them, and you can point that out to them and help them see that and move past it, that's what makes the best friendships. It really does. You got to be able to call each other out and keep each other in check so that you're not getting into big trouble and having big problems if you can avoid it. So yeah,
that's true.
You need that.
Well, sweetheart, I want to thank you. It's just been a joy and such a treat to have you on the Good News Show. And I hope you tell everybody about the Good News Show, because we don't talk about nothing but good news on this show. And you have said some good things, and our guest prior, Carol, it's been nothing but good news. And I want to thank you so very much for taking the time out.
You bet. And well, it's nice to meet y'all. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and you got a beautiful smile still. He had that beautiful smile when I met him, and he still have that beautiful smile.
Just a lot less hair, but what's there is gray, so life is good.
I love it. All right, Jim. Love you, honey.
Love you too, Mama May.
See you soon, baby. Bye-bye.
All right, you bet. Bye-bye.
Thanks, sweetie. All right, everybody. That was Jim Westcott. That's my godson. And I met him on an airplane, for those of you that just listening in, and it's just been a grand time to meet him and just to show you how you can meet someone, that you don't know, a stranger, and they can turn out in your life to be quite a joy. A dear friend, but turned out to be a son in my life. Okay, so anyway, listen, this is what I want to do. I'm getting ready to bring on our next guest. And these two, I met them at a McDonald's. And it was, my God, it was quite a treat to meet these two beautiful ladies as I was sitting in the McDonald's, just chilling out like I normally do. And all of a sudden, here these beautiful, I call all my friends that I meet, affectionately call you angels. And they came in and it was just quite a joy to meet these two ladies. And I just want to take the time. The mother is such a beautiful lady. She's so inspirational. And her daughter sticks with her like white on rice. She sticks closer to her than, as the Bible would say, like Jesus.
Yeah.
She really is such a good, sweet daughter. She goes everywhere with her mother, and she takes really good care of her and her grandmother. And I don't want to waste any more time. I just want to bring to the mic at this time Elizabeth Washington and Kim Cruz. I just
Hello,
want to welcome you to the Good News Show.
this is a pleasure.
All right. Hey, how y'all doing?
It's a pleasure to be here.
Oh
Yes.
my God, it's so nice to see you both.
Telling you, that was quite a way we met.
Yes, it was. Oh
No,
my,
I said it was a divine intervention meeting because neither one of us like McDonald's.
okay. How
Well,
about that?
I'm a real estate broker. So I was out. Kim has always been my assistant. We had been out showing a house.
Uh-huh.
And I was thirsty. I said, well, I do want a sweet tea. So we stopped by McDonald's and we went in. I don't remember exactly what I got. No, I got me a sweet tea. But
I probably had a Big Mac.
we were looking for a seat. And when I selected a seat, it was right across from this lady. She was sitting by herself. And I don't know how we got started talking, but you were just such a friendly person with such a beautiful smile. We ended up joining you. We all sat at the same table.
We had so much fun.
We talked like we had known each other forever.
We did. We really did. And it was just such a treat. It really, really was. And your daughter is so beautiful. I told her. I was talking to you all about I've given you my card and you gave me your card.
Mm-hmm.
And I was talking to you about, I was trying to do a book at that time, I believe. I was getting ready. I was just about to finish up writing the book. And we were just chit-chatting about everything that we could think of. You told me all about your real estate and everything. And then I guess we had sat there and had so much fun and everything. And next thing I know, I was pulling off my ring.
Well, first you complimented my earrings.
It was so pretty.
My earrings, and I gave them to you.
You sure did.
I had so much jewelry because I used to sell jewelry. And I gave you my earrings, and before I knew it, you had given me this beautiful ring that you had on your finger.
Yeah.
And I was just in awe. Anyway, Kim and I talking to you about her being a screenwriter. And that's
yes.
what her about your book, and that you wanted her to convert your book to a movie.
Right.
And I don't know whatever happened to that, because you know what, when you were advertising your book not too long ago,
Yes.
I forgot you already had a copy. I ordered it anyway, so now we got 2 copies.
It's a great read. Loved it.
Yes.
Say what,
And
baby?
I said it's a great read. I love the book.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. And
This-
Kim, you are quite a superstar. You've been in movies. I've seen you.
She was in that Obama movie. What was that? Southside?
Southside with you.
Southside with You. And then she starred in
Sunshine Day.
Sunshine Day,
It's
the
on
life
Amazon
story
Prime.
about Miss Sunshine Day. That's the lady's real name, Sunshine Day.
Yes.
She
Yeah.
played Miss Sunshine.
It's on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
But back to us. Okay, we went out to lunch at what, Red Lobster.
Red Lobster. We met there.
When we got in there, everybody in Red Lobster knew Mathell Givens. And they treated Mathell Givens like she was part owner of Red Lobster, if not the owner. I mean, they gave her the royal treatment. I said, oh, we were a celebrity. Everybody knew this lady. And I didn't really learn how much of a celebrity you were until after I read this wonderful book. I didn't
Oh, that's so
sing.
sweet.
I mean, and she knew everybody. We even had the same doctor. We knew.
Yes, we did. We have the same. We did. We have the same doctor. We've established that.
Yeah,
Isn't that amazing?
what your godson, Pastor Harrison,
Yes, Lonnie.
told the realtor for his housing ministry, but then I came with COVID, and that kind of got put on hold. Yeah, that's a godson. Yeah,
Yeah, that's my godson.
but it has just been such a pleasure knowing you.
It's been an honor knowing you too, sweetheart, and your daughter.
Garrett, that phone call I gave to you helped me out so much about how to find me a dress.
Oh, yeah.
I was hoping you was gonna tell me to come over there and raid your closet because you got so many pretty clothes.
Oh my God. And you know what? Before I moved, I wished I had a thought about you. Because, honey, I had them at the house. They were over there getting those clothes. You hear me?
Oh my goodness, I'm gonna beat you up.
I know.
Because you be shy.
Well, I thank you. I'll be trying, but I don't know.
You
Well, you sharp. One thing I can say, you sharp yourself, and your daughter knows she sharp. Okay. I know she get it from you.
Absolutely. This is Lady Liz. I get everything from my mom.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, I sell clothes and jewelry.
Oh, okay. Me too. I used to sell clothes and jewelry.
She was little, and she worked with me closely then. Matter of fact, she went to the wholesaler and helped pick out the merchandise that I was going to sell. Did a good job.
Okay.
Anyway, this has been such a pleasure, Mathell.
Oh.
And I treasure you. And I'm so, it's just such a joy to know you.
Yes, you are one of the sweetest people we've ever met.
Oh, I just want to say thank you. Thank you both. That's so kind. And you all are so sweet. And I just cherish you both as well. And my thoughts is always geared towards you.
Thank you. So keep me, as you know, I'm going through some things, health issues right now. So keep me in your prayers.
I got you, baby. And you know what? I'm going to tell you something. The Lord, he truly got you. His hands is on you like never before, baby.
I want to thank you for your kind and encouraging words to my mom. Thank you. That means a lot. Appreciate
it's my plum pleasing pleasure.
All right.
Thank you, sweetheart.
On the Good News Show, because this was definitely good news.
Well, I tell you, friendship. I know it used to be some kind of song. Oh, friendship. Friendship.
And I'm just proud to be Mathell's Givens friend.
I'm so thankful to have you as my friend too, and both of you. And thank you so much for coming on the Good News Show. And I wish you all a wonderful
friends to watch it.
Thanks for having me.
Okay.
It's my plum pleasing pleasure. And thank you both so much for taking time out. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you. Bye. Love you. Okay. All right, everybody. Telling you, you're watching and looking at the Good News Show. That was Elizabeth Washington and her beautiful daughter, Kim Cruz. So listen, friendship, this is what it's all about. It's all about love, loving. We hear a lot of bad news, but we need to hear this good news. It's nothing like friendship. Nothing like kinship. It's just nothing like friendship. Okay. So this is all about friends tonight. And I don't want to delay the guest that I'm bringing up now is a beautiful young lady in my life. Her name is Monica Stevens. She is loved by so many people. She was about to try and bring 20 people on the show. She's known to lend a hand. She has a helping hand for everybody. She's a lot of fun. She has a big, big, big heart. And when I say she has 20 friends and more, and you would say, well, no, how could anybody have 20 friends? You know, I only can manage one or two. Well, she does. And they show love to each other. They have all kinds of parties. and they show love to one another like I can't begin to tell you. And without any further delays, I want to bring to the mic Monica Stevens with her dear friend that she's been with for about 30 years, and her name is Jackie Hayes. Welcome to the Good News Show.
Thank you, Godmother.
All right, welcome to the Good News Show. How are you this evening, ladies?
Oh,
Good.
great, Godmommy, great. Thank you for inviting me back to the Good News Show and allowing me to bring a friend this time.
So sweet. All right. Well, we want to send out some love to your friend, Kimberly, as well. Okay, we know
Yes.
that extenuating situations wouldn't allow her to come on tonight, and we are very prayerful for her. And you keep me posted, okay?
I sure will.
So
Yeah.
you and Jackie, oh my God, 30 years. What? My goodness. How did you all meet? How did you meet?
Oh, you want me to start, Jackie?
Yeah, you go ahead, start.
All right. I met Jackie. It was probably a year after Van and I got married, and we lived in the same apartment building. And every time she would cook, I would smell her food coming up to coming down to my apartment. Yeah, I lived on the first floor, you lived on the second, something like that. Well,
Yep.
anyway, she'd always make these delicious steak fries. Oh my gosh, they were so good. They would have me out in the hallway trying to be like the Pied Piper, smelling that smell, trying to find out where she lived. So that's how we met. I would make cupcakes and we'd do like a little bartering trade. She'd make the French fries and I make the cupcakes, and we kind of sit out in the hallway and eat. And then we finally started going to each other's place, and we had sons that went to the same school. So we would always see each other in the mornings. And you know what, Jackie? I'm carrying that morning thing out now. Every Tuesday, when I get in the window to watch you drive by, I'm waving to you. So we're kind of carrying on that
Yes.
30-year thing.
Be carrying on that. Yes.
Yeah. So I just want to say that Jackie is one of I call all of my friends my angel wing sisters. They're not just friends. They are the people who will come into my life and do things and say things before I can even think it, before I can even do it. They're the kind of people that you have a strong bond with, and it's like a connection that comforts you and supports you, and it's just a feeling of belonging. And sometimes, you know, we have so many years behind us and so few in front of us right now because we're all getting older and growing old together, but it has been such a wonderful adventure just to have her in my life. And you're right. I had called up a lot of people. It was like 20 girls that wanted to come on the show, Mama May, and I didn't see it. You said only 2. But I took the 2 for 20. So I just told them, it's going to be a sequel. I'll put you on a waiting list and I'll call you when it's your time. Then I'll let you know when Mama May is ready. So just be on ready. And that's what I always tell my girls. My angel wing girls are always on ready. So, you know, sometimes you just have to learn to trust and know that God places people in your path for a reason and a season. And sometimes the seasons are together, sometimes they're not. But sometimes they circle back around, and those same people that were there, they're always going to be there. And I do know that we're not connected by blood, but we're connected by the heart. And that's the best thing about having a sister, having a friend, someone that is going to come when I need them. At the last minute, you know, Kim couldn't make it, but she was so apologetic. And I'm like, girl, worry about you. Get yourself back in order. We're going to have you back on a different show. It's going to be okay. But that's the only thing, because she knew it was important to me because it was important to you, Godmommy. And, you know, everybody loves you. Everybody knows about you. And you came to one of my birthday parties and it's like, yeah, you were the queen that was there. You were. So everybody was like, who is she?
Oh, that's too sweet.
I just want to thank you for letting us come back and tell a little bit about our relationship and how that when you are with someone that is a long time dear friend, don't let any little simple things tear you apart, break you apart, because life is too short and you can always come back. There is nothing in this world that's going to take you away from somebody unless it's your time to go. So the only good thing and
Right.
good news I have to share is that my angel wing girls are always going to be there, always. And I will be there for them. It's like moving the mountains. If I'm moving for them, they also move it for me. So, Jackie, anything you want to add
Yes.
to
That's
that?
so sweet. Jackie, you have something
Yes,
to say, because I know she didn't say it
Monica,
all of it.
Monica, she is the best thing that ever came into, the best person that's ever came into my life. She has truly been like a sister to me. She really is my sister.
That's so sweet.
I can say she's my friend, but she's my sister. And we've been through so much together. And I would do anything in this world for her. Our kids have grown up together. We have grandkids. Our granddaughters play together.
Oh,
Even our grandsons have played together. So it's just beautiful to have such a beautiful person that has so much to give. And I couldn't ask for a better person than Monica, because we respect each other. And I know if I need anything, I can call her and she will be there. And same, if she calls me, I am there.
oh, that's so sweet. And that's what friends all is all about. It's being there for one
Yes.
another, especially in the time of need and in the time of joy. And it seems as though
That's
the
right.
two of you have that. And I know you are friends to many of her friends and their friends to you,
Oh yeah.
because you all
Yeah.
be together. Monica
Yes.
she's got the prettiest basement down there in the cheer castle.
The cheer castle, yes.
And all the
That's
disco
the best.
lights. She got it like I got
Yes.
it over here. I got the disco lights, baby. You know, Monica,
Yes.
the disco lights, the karaoke, big screen, everything. And all the
Oh, yeah.
friends be there, and you all have such a wonderful time.
You know what, Mama May, you never
Yes.
need an invitation to come here. I just tell my friends, when you feel like hanging out, just come on over. The lights are always on. So
Yep.
I never say, okay, you're invited, come on. Everybody's always VIP when they come here. So you don't need an invitation. If you're ready to just come and just chillax, that's what we say, chillax. Just
That's
come on
it.
over, spend time. It could be one, it could be two, it could be three of us. You know, it doesn't have to be a whole different thing. And then with this pandemic going on, of course, you know, we don't have a lot of people here. And if so, you know, it is on the good side.
Okay.
But
I see the lights in your background. I see the lights. I see lit up over there right now. Okay.
I'm in my office right now, so I have to have some spirited things around me that keep me motivated and energized. But I'm just saying, I love Jackie. I love her so much. And I'm telling you, her hugs, that's another thing about Jackie. Those hugs that she gives me, they will take everything out. You're talking about a spirit just coming out. The hug she gives me so tight. It's every birthday I have and Jackie hugs me, I'm crying, Mama May. I'm crying because she's helping me realize that this is a bonus year. This is a year of celebration. This is a year of living. And Jackie's always here. I don't know any birthdays that she has not been here for me. And I try to be
Always gonna be here.
I'm about to choke up, but let's calm it down. But I'm just saying, you know, to have good friends that are sisters and to have good people that come into your life when sometimes your family can't be there and they're your extra support. They build you up, they lift you up. And I just want to say thank you, Jackie. And thank you to my other Angel Wing sisters for just always being there, always doing, don't have to say anything. They come, sometimes they read my mind. Sometimes they just do things and I don't even know. And it's a surprise to me. So.
Well, this is beautiful. I love the love that you all have. And I just want to thank you both so much for sharing the love that you have for somebody that may be listening, that may be down and out because maybe their friend has turned their back on them, who they thought was their friend. And here they hear this story about you all. Someone has to be the bigger person when there's a problem between friends. And
Yes,
so
absolutely.
you two have demonstrated here tonight, all the guests have demonstrated of love and friendship and how it's supposed to be. And I just want to thank you both for coming on tonight and sharing your love.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for inviting us to the Good News Show.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
Yes, I'm going to tell all my friends about the Good News Show.
I love it. And honey, it's my plum pleasing pleasure to have you all on the Good News Show too. So thank you again, goddaughter. And thank you, Jackie, so much for being a part tonight of friendship and what it's all about.
Thank you.
I love you both.
Thank you.
Love you.
God bless. I love you too.
All right. Good night, my love.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Good night.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was Monica and Jackie, and their friendship is 30 years. But now I just want to take some time to bring on my last few guests. They are my friends. They are my longtime friends. And see, we must remember it's not what we have in life, but who we have in life. Tomorrow is not promised. So we have to love and hold on to one another while we can in this day. And I just want to say, I'm so grateful to be able to introduce, I almost want to cry now myself. My longest friend is Pamela Bailey Williams.
Yeah. Hey.
Hey, sweetie.
Hey, Barbara.
Wait a minute, hold it, sweetie poo.
Oh, I'm sorry. How are you, Pam?
Well, they're so excited. This group here is something else. That's all I can say.
Oh.
And I just want to say, Pamela and I have been together for 69 years.
Uh-oh, here we go.
We were 8 months old when we met.
That's right.
You know, and Pam, I just want to say, you just been everything in my life.
Look, there's Faye May.
I know who's there, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna bring all of them on at the same time. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further delays, I just want you to please let me bring on the three friends of mine. And that is Bobby Brown, Sarah Faye Carter, and Pamela Bailey Williams.
Oh.
Without any further delays, please welcome them to the show. Hello, my friends, my sweethearts. You know I love you all so much.
Love you.
And
Don't know what we do without you.
I don't want you to
I know.
either.
Speaking from me,
Oh,
because me and you've been through so much.
yes, we have.
If I told y'all, I have to kill you.
Watch yourself.
We've been through a lot of things, and there is nothing. I have to love this woman in order for me to come on Zoom, because I don't do this. So she is the apple of my eye. I even got a prayer for friends that I have found. I'm gonna read it to you guys.
Read it, baby.
Okay, it says, a prayer for my friend. It says, I thank you, Lord, for giving me such a wonderful, true friend. You know how much I needed one, and you knew who to send. A true friend who is always there with willing, helping hands. A shoulder to lean on and a heart that is understanding. Bless my special friend who gives such love willingly. And bless me too, dear Lord. I pray equal friend to be.
Oh, baby. And you are.
Wow.
No, May, you know, I listened to the rest of the people talk about, you know, the type of person that you are. And everything that they said is so true about you.
Thank you.
I mean, you are one in a million. And the thing about you is you don't never change.
Never.
She never changed. She stays the same. Even when you have negative thoughts and you can call her, she's going to always turn it around. Sometimes you don't want her to turn it around, but she's going to do it anyway. Sometimes you want to just be the negative person, and she'd be like, no, no, no. And you'd be like, oh my God, here we go. Here we go. But I love you for that.
And thank you. Well, I thank God for me. I thank God for how he had me be. And I thank God for you, placing you in my life. Bobby, you and I have been together since 4th grade. And Faye, you and I have been together for 49 years. And I just want to say to all three of you, it's just an honor that we are still together. Bobby, you and I lost each other one time. First of all, I know Pam want to holler at you. Holler at her, Pam.
Yeah, girl, how you been?
I always ask about you.
May tell me, because she always tell me she talking to you. And Faye, I've seen you, but I've not seen Barbara.
Yeah, so you guys know me as Barbara. And May had asked, she said, well, how do you want me to put you up there, Barbara or Bobby? I said, well, you can do Bobby, but she could have did Barbara, because I know you call me Barbara.
Yeah.
Bobby.
And so does May.
Yeah.
Mathell, am I saying it right?
That's right, baby. You said it right. We had to rehearse for 2 days how to say my name.
The Good News Show.
Oh, the Good News Show, baby.
This is good news. I get to see Barbara.
Yeah.
I get to see Faye.
Yeah, I'm Bobby Faye. Now I'm Barbara Faye. My middle name is Faye.
How about that, Faye? Sarah Faye. Her middle name is Faye.
My middle name is Faye.
How you been, Sarah Faye?
I've been doing great.
Good.
What they say, fairly, what's that? Fairly midden?
Fairly midden. Though my outer man cares, my inner man is renewed day by day.
I heard that.
Each day that I get up, I have my reasonable portion of health and strength.
I know that's.
And I thank God for that. Yes, yes.
Yes.
Yes. Thank God for you, Pam. As they said, we go all the way back to, like May and I. But it's a wonderful thing when you meet people, and maybe in some course of a time, you kind of lose contact, or just you doing other things, and but every time I see you all are the same. You don't change, and I like that.
Yeah.
Same, So I just thank God for you all. I thank God for the last gathering we had.
Yeah.
How wonderful it was. It was such a beautiful time. And I was just thinking, well, we got to do it again. But then all of this pandemic and stuff came in, and it kind of slowed things down. But we're going to be back together again real soon, and I believe that.
We will, and I'm going to cook again.
All right.
And what? Wait. I don't know if I'm gonna serve again.
Oh,
well, I understand that. Pam.
What?
Pam, the only thing I know, maybe I need to practice on doing some dumplings, some chicken and dumplings.
Ah.
Yeah, I
Well,
need to
okay,
practice.
the next time we meet, I'll make some.
Oh,
Okay.
all right then.
Huh? I'm gonna
Oh,
make
all
some
right.
for you. Man, I'm gonna make some for you before I meet with,
Okay.
hey, you know.
Hey,
You know I'm a,
Bobby,
yeah,
Bobby,
Yes.
you gotta get in on this eating, girl. We've had some fun over here with
we have
some
some,
eating and
uh,
music, and we have
yeah,
us a good time
yeah. I bet. And some laughs.
and
Yeah.
some lots of laughs, you know.
Yes,
See,
yes.
y'all, do everybody have on makeup? I don't have on no makeup.
I don't have on any makeup tonight. I
I'm
just
a-
I
have on
don't
some
have on
lipstick.
any makeup either, Pam.
I had
We
to
all
go.
natural.
I have to drive on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I go up north and pick up my granddaughter. So I'll be glad when that is over with. That's
That'll be
the
good
last
news.
one.
That'll be
That-
good news.
Now that's really good news. That's really good news.
Right, right.
This whole little thing is good news.
This
It's
is
so
Yes,
good.
it is.
It's good
Yes,
to
it
see. It's really good to see you guys.
it
Really, it
is.
It's
And
good
Bobby,
to see you too.
you know what?
And
We-
it's good to be seen.
Yeah.
It is. And Bobby, you know what? We lost each other for a minute.
Yeah, we did. And I found you on Wayne's, my brother's Facebook page.
You sure did. That Facebook did a job. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Facebook will help you rekindle friendships.
It will.
Yes.
We had lost each other for a minute, and boy, we haven't lost a beat since.
You didn't. And I was so shocked to see that you were friends with my crazy brother.
Okay,
And that's how we got connected.
that's right.
And Mathell, I said, you're friends with Mathell?
Oh,
I mean, Mathell.
Mathell. Barbara, it's Mathell. She tell me to Barbara.
Damn, I was trying to practice yesterday how to say her name. I didn't Mathell. She goes, I know from the people from back in the day, they call me Mathell. I said, well, I'm from back in the day, you know.
No, when we get to Barbara, when we all get to Hollywood, baby, we got to know what to say. Ain't that right, sis?
we have to say Mathell. This is the Mathell Givens Show. You with Mathell. Me and I had so much fun with that yesterday.
That's all right. We're practice because we going to Hollywood.
We are. And you know
That's
what?
right.
I have to tell
That's right.
everybody, I have to tell all of our listeners, this is the fun part of this part of the show. That's why I made them last, you know, because we are just real good friends and we're very relaxed with one another. But back in the day, everybody called me Mathell, okay? And so they couldn't say the correct pronunciation of my name. And in school, they had my name really messed up. They said Mathell. Mathell. And I'm like, oh Lord, no. So I began to tell everybody, I tell you what, my name is May, M-A-Y. If you're gonna call me May, make sure you spell it like the month. I'm May like the month, May, June, and July. Just remember that, okay? And they will remember me as May. And so when I hear somebody, you know, like I haven't seen them in a while, or somebody see me somewhere in a store, like if I get closer to my old hometown, they go, Mathell. I go, oh Lord, that's somebody from home.
Yeah.
That's us. That's us.
And so Bobby and Faye and Pam, I may as well say you too. It said Mathell. I said, oh Lord, no.
Yeah, because
no.
sometimes we be talking, because she and I talk every day, sometimes 2 and 3 times a day.
Right.
Yeah, and sometimes I say Mathell. She be like, hold it now. Hold it. You know, you got to practice this. I was like, my bad. Okay.
No, that's right.
Oh wow, this has been so
Yes,
much fun.
and you know what? We on a show and we talking like we just talking to one another.
But you know what? This is quite a demonstration of how friends are.
Yes.
This is another way friends are, we cut up, we laugh, and all of them did some laughing. All of the friends prior did some laughing. But I tell you, we the ones.
For sure.
And so, yeah, this is just great and it's really grand. And how do we hold our love together, our friendship together? Pam, I think you and I would have to be the ones to say, because we've never missed a beat from one another. We've never went astray from one another. We never left one another. We've always been here for one another. And
through thick and thin.
That's through thick and thin. I mean, even if we don't agree, we don't separate. We stay close. And I just thank you, because you're just like a little baby sister to me. I'm 12 days older than you. Okay.
Yeah. Yes. You tell everybody that story.
Yes, I do. You respect me. You hear me?
You tell everybody that story. Sometimes she be telling it, I be like, oh no. Not again.
That's right. That's it. That's all. And Bobby, I'm so glad that you were looking on Facebook, because see, Pam, you remember her sister was Linda Brown.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was my girl show. No, I'm not kidding nobody. We were more friends than Bobby.
Right. But I knew Bobby.
Oh yeah, we knew Bobby.
We knew you, Bobby.
We knew Bobby,
Yeah.
Right. So, and Faye, you and I, we go a long way back. Yeah.
Yes.
We go,
Yes,
all of us
indeed.
go a long way back.
Yes.
And I'm
Yes.
so proud. That's all I can say. I can sing my song. I only know 2 lines or half a line of all these songs I know,
No. I know.
I know you know.
You'll break out in song in a minute.
We'll break out, baby, and I won't go no further. And I'll switch over to another song. That's what have kept us all friendships, is that we laugh a lot, and we pray a lot with one another.
And too, whenever there's a need, the other one is always there.
Yeah, that's true. No matter what the need is.
Anytime anything is going on in my life, and I will call her and she will start to pray, and right away.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
And I really appreciate that.
Thank you. If I see your number, I'm coming right back on you. I mean, I'll be like, hey, I got to get back this girl. I don't know if she need me.
Right.
I'm like, well, let me get to her right away.
Don't let her call twice. Something must be wrong.
Right.
When you
And
call
and I will call 2 and 3 times.
Right. And there's nothing wrong with that. I appreciate that. You just don't know.
Oh,
Yes.
that's so sweet.
I appreciate that, because one thing I know, you looking out.
I do.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
I look out.
We
for
looking out. You look out. We all looking out for one another. That's what we do. And I just want to say to Faye, I want to ask you, Faye, now you have a church, and that's good news. First of
Yes.
all, I just recall being at your church where, like this book everybody's talking about, the angels in my life. Let me see, I don't know, can we see it? Can you see it?
Yeah. It goes in and
Yes.
out.
It's going in and out.
Yeah, but
Well,
we can see it.
my book, Angels in My Life, the young man that was on earlier, Jim, there's a chapter in there, A Miracle on Flight 1483, that he's in. Well, there's also a chapter in there that Faye is in. It talks about her church. It's the prophet's story. Prophet George Davis was a very dear friend of her and her husband, my dear brother, her husband. It's gone on to be with the Lord. But when I was at their church visiting this particular time, Bishop George came through. And this is when the storm came, when the Lord called out, the storm is coming, through Bishop George. He said he had a word. And he started on one side of the room, and then he came over on this other side, and it was me, the storm. He said, you got to come quick because there's a storm coming and it's coming fast. And so this was the church that I was at. This is Sister Carter's. That was Colony of All Nations Church. And so we're going to be talking about this book in depth coming up in the near future. But we're going to have several people from the book. Pam is from the book. Sarah Faye Carter is from the book. You met Jim Westcott tonight. He's from the book. Well, Sarah Carter has a church now in his Colony of All Nations, and her daughter and her son-in-law are pastors there. Could you just briefly tell us just a little bit about where it is and the times that you have service?
Yes, the church is located at 2035 East 79th Street. And the name of the church is Colony All Nation Pentecostal Church. And right now, because of the pandemic, we are not in the building, but we are on
Zoom.
Zoom, yes, on Zoom every Sunday from 10 to about 11:30, sometime 12. And
You're a pastor?
We
I don't know
lost,
if- Did we lose sound?
we lost face sound. I don't hear her.
I don't hear her either. I see her waving her hands though. Okay, well, just contact, all you have to do is.
There you go.
okay,
She's back.
Yes.
that was my sister in Mississippi trying to get me, but anyway, I'll call her back. But Benny E. Chapman is our pastor, and Sonia Chapman, which is my baby daughter, is my lady Sonia.
Okay,
And I just thank God for how God placed them there to become leaders, because the church fell to me because my husband and I started the work.
yes.
And
Good news. That's good news.
yeah, that is good news. Yes, yes, that's good news. But the bad news, he left me. But anyway,
Well, that's good news too, because he went on to be with the Lord.
Yeah, well, okay. Well, he's gone where I want to go. Okay.
Amen.
So right now we're just having service on Zoom, like I said, from 10 to maybe 11:30 or quarter to 12. So if you want to join our Zoom, May can give out my number if someone want to do it, and I can send them the link, or I can give her a link and she can send it out. I would like for you to join one Sunday, Pamela.
Is it on YouTube? Or it's actually on a Zoom?
It's on
Because
Zoom.
you know, most of the churches be like on a YouTube.
Yeah, I know. We do YouTube when we go back in the church.
Oh,
We stream live.
So it's a
But
Zoom.
right-
She'll send you a link to your phone.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So if you
Okay.
like to give out a phone number, Sister Carter, give out a phone number, and then I'm gonna go to Bobby quickly, and we're gonna have to end the show.
Oh, okay then. You can reach me at area code 773-721-6076. If you want to get the link, you can call me and give me your number, and I can send it to you.
okay.
Okay,
I didn't write nothing down, so I'll get it from May.
right.
Yeah, that's yeah. May
And
have
when-
it.
And when you hear this show, Sister Pamela, you can
Oh.
get it again from there too, if you don't get it from me. Hey,
Oh, okay, sis. Okay,
now that's good news.
that's
Now,
a
ain't
good.
that good news?
Okay, now Bobby, would you like to say any final remarks? Girl, you know you funny.
Well, Bobby, I'll say it was nice talking to you.
Nice seeing you and talking to you. I think you got the cutest grandchildren I've ever seen. when you're
Oh, well, thank you so much. They my joy.
yeah, when you're
I know.
I just go, oh, look. I go, oh, like I know them, you know, but I know they're and you always were so pretty to me back in the day. You still are a beautiful. And you say you have no makeup on. You don't need it.
Girl, I don't do Zoom. This is not good. Okay. She wants you to talk. I shouldn't have butted in. I'm sorry.
That's okay. We're gonna say that's how friends do. They just chit chatting, they just shove and jive. That's it. So, well, it sounds good, ladies. It's just been a great time talking with each of you. I want to thank all of you for coming on the Good News Show and hanging out with y'all's sister, Mathell Givens. I thank you all so much for taking time out of your busy schedules, which, hey, Bobby, thank you for learning. Because you really took time to learn how to do this Zoom so you could be on the Good News Show. Thank you, Bobby.
That's good news because that's a friend for you.
That's
Yeah.
a friend.
That's a friend for you.
That's a friend because she didn't want to do it. She didn't want to do it. But she said, girl, I'm going to do this because it's you. And I thought that was so sweet.
Yeah, I don't do them, Bobby. I don't do them either. And I only did it because of her.
I had enough of this when I was working, getting on them web meetings and all that stuff.
Okay.
But I did this for you.
Oh,
And this is all good news.
this is all
Yes,
good
it is.
news. Oh,
Yes.
I love it. This is good news. And I thank you all so very much. So I just want to say good night to each of you lovely ladies, my sweet angels in my life.
Love you guys.
Love you more.
Well, good night and love you, May.
And
Good
love
you,
night.
Pamela.
Love
Good
you,
night.
baby.
Love you too.
Love you, Bobby.
I love you,
Love you,
Mathell.
Bobby.
Bye,
Love you,
Bobby.
Bye, Faye.
Love you guys. Talk to you later, sis.
Okay, baby.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Good night, everyone.
Playing the good music for us. All right, baby girl.
Yes, I'm gonna play it too.
Bye.
I am going to have myself a good time playing it for you all because it's been quite a treat having you on tonight. And it's been my plum pleasing pleasure. And I just want to say that I just thank everybody for listening in. You've been listening to the Good News Show. Good night, everybody. I'm Mathell Givens, your host, who really loves you. And I just say, be a friend, call a friend, love on somebody that you haven't loved on, share the love that God has in you to others. Good night. Thanks for tuning in.